Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the GCMA network. I'm delighted today to be joined by Pat McGahan, who is the inventor of a little device, which is this, called a POP Timer. And POP stands for pace of play. A little device that clips onto your belt or onto your golf bag as you're playing around at golf. And Pat is going to introduce himself and tell us a little bit more about where the POP Timer originated from. Over to you, Pat.
Thanks, Darren, for that introduction. So the pace of play timer is basically, very simply, a 3-minute timer, which golfers use when they're looking for their ball. As everyone knows, the rule is 18.2. You've got 3 minutes to look for your ball when it goes in the rough or when it's lost. And I had the idea originally because I was doing some marshalling in quite a big, prestigious tournament down at Royal St. Ports, which is my club. And I noticed that when there was an official around and competitors were looking for their ball, that the official would come over, 3-minute clock started. After 3 minutes, they were told to move on. However, when there wasn't an official there, some of the guys were taking 5, 6, 7 minutes, which seemed to me to be very unfair. It was also obviously slowing up play. And one of the things I noticed was that the other competitors found it very, very difficult to challenge and actually say, well, I think you've had your 3 minutes. So I started then observing in all forms of golf, and I realized that this rule, the 3-minute rule, is absolutely abused everywhere and by everybody. And I was probably guilty myself, to be honest with you. So I thought, let's try and see if we can think of a technological solution to this. Let's try and invent something which is cheap, durable, simple to use, and that actually just literally times how long you're looking for the ball. So just as a demonstration, if you Darren's holding it up there, but if you start looking for your ball, as soon as you start looking for your ball, you just press the green start button, and you'd have heard there a beep. That tells you you're up and running.
Yeah,
really important, the fact that it's audible, because what will happen is after 1 minute we will have a beep, 2 beeps. After 2 minutes, sorry, after 1 minute it's 1 beep. After 2 minutes, after 3 minutes, it's a continuous beeping.
Yeah.
The importance of that is that everybody can hear it. You as the player, but also the people you're playing with. So there's absolutely no question about the timing. It's 3 minutes, and then you know when that goes that you need to move on. We'll hear the beep in a second. I'll try and not talk over it. But basically, that's it. And what we did was I got together with 3 other guys from Deal who've helped me tremendously with this venture. We designed the product. We had a prototype.
There's a minute then. Yeah,
that's a minute. So you now know you've had your minute. You've got 2 minutes to go. We designed the prototype, and we did some independent trials. We thought we needed to find out, actually, is this useful? Does it improve pace of play?
Yeah.
England Golf were fantastic. They basically did a trial of a huge number of people up at Woodall who were given these in their big competitions. We got feedback from that trial. We did a trial at St. Ports. We did trials at about 3 other different clubs. And the feedback led us to believe that we were onto something. Mm-hmm. We made some modifications to the prototype, so that it's a much better finished product now. Yeah. And the feedback was just overwhelmingly positive. We were nervous at first, have got the right thing here, but it was so positive that it emboldened us to go and actually order a whole load more.
Okay, we've got a minute left then.
So now you've got 1 minute left. You're starting to look in a bit more of a focused way now.
Yeah.
And so basically, that's what we've done. The best feedback we got from actually the England golf trial was that actually got people thinking about pace of play before they even hit a shot. Yeah. Because everyone was given them, they're all wearing them, they're talking about them on the way to the first tee. So literally, pace of play is the front of mind, and that's been feedback from everybody. We've had some really interesting feedback. It's really weird. A lot of people claiming they're finding more balls because if you're just concentrating on looking for your ball, not worrying about how long you've had, you're looking in a more focused way.
Yeah.
So generally, it takes all the awkwardness out of it. You know, you go down, you say, look, I now wear it all the time. I say to the guys who I'm playing with on the first tee, I'm using my timer today. And as soon as I go into the rough, I turn it on. So now we've had 3 minutes.
Continuous beep.
Continuous beeping. So you can hear that.
Yeah.
And then to reset it, you just press the reset button, hold it down, and you get a different tone.
Yeah.
So now relax, it's reset, and it's not going to go off. And you move on to the next opportunity.
Really simple. I mean, we were chatting a little bit off air there about my recent experiences, and I'm people that know me in the golf industry know that, you know, one of my biggest passion is golfing, and I play every weekends like everybody else at golf clubs, and especially as we're recording this midway through September, getting into the autumn months. The challenge of looking for golf balls is probably the most difficult at this time of year, with the leaves falling, etc., etc. And 3 minutes is actually a good amount of time to look for a golf ball. And just going through that there with you chatting, it really did bring back to mind some of the experiences I've had over the last couple of months of people looking for golf balls, where I'm 100% convinced it's been 5 to 7 minutes that we've been looking for. Not through any kind of premeditated, I'm just going to look until I find this golf ball and then play it. Just that we weren't aware of what 3 minutes was, and nobody wants to be that person to challenge and say, I think you've had your time. Or ideally, as a golfer, we are self-regulating. We should be calling that on ourselves, which is the idea of this, isn't it? That we put it on our own golf bags. And like you said, we announce to our playing partners, I'm going to be timing myself today, and I have got this, 3 minute timer, so it works. And 3 minutes should be ample time to look for and find a golf ball without delaying play. So I think as a concept, I think it's a great device. It seems really simple to use, very audible. The whole group understands the importance of pace of play, and it makes the game fair for everyone.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is that there's not a single golfer or a single regulatory authority or anybody involved with golf who doesn't want to increase pace of play.
Yeah.
It's over absolutely everything, isn't it? Everyone wants more people to come into golf. One of the biggest reasons people cite for not playing or taking up golf is the time it takes. So we all want to speed up play. So that our mission as a company, if you like, is just that. We want to just get everybody playing a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Anecdotally, some of the, when we've been to some clubs, we've had clubs who've bought them for the entire membership because they think it's going to speed up play, but actually commercially it makes sense because they can free up tee times for their members or for an extra green fee group.
Yeah.
They cost less than a golf ball. They can be branded. We've actually got some different. We've got a nice blue one here, which is blank. They lend themselves really well to branding because you can use the side of the arm or the back cover. Yeah. So they're great from that point of view. Lots of special event type things, captain's days, lady captain's days. So we've had some prestigious clubs buy them, which we're delighted about. In Royal Port Rush, we've got the Open next year, and Hunstanton. Yeah. UK Seniors Golf bought them for every single one of their members. And on the internet, it's kind of a pretty steady flow now of people coming in. We've got a website, which I'm sure, Darren, you can attach the details to.
I certainly will do, yeah.
We're on social media, which is a bit of a challenge for the four of us who are all over the age of 65, but we've got a youngster who's helping us with that. And so, yeah, so we would love it to, it's going to take a bit of time.
Yeah.
We would love it in a few years if we felt that everybody was using them and, that was making a difference, basically.
Yeah. I mean, the one I've got here is kind of branded with England Golf, one of the ones that you used as a trial, as you mentioned, at Woodall Spa. And I think it could be a great addition to golf club membership. As a little welcome pack, you're given a branded pop timer from the golf club. As part of your introduction to golf at whatever club you play at. They're so inexpensive. I think every club can afford to add these to their welcome pack. So I think from a branding point of view, I think they've a lot of potential, those, and they look really good and attached to the bag. I think it's something golf clubs should be looking at, certainly from that pace of play point of view. So it's really good.
Great.
Okay, and how do our members and the wider golf industry at large get in touch with you to inquire about the pop timers?
Well, through the website. So
Yeah.
www.poptimer.co.uk, and it's there's lots of different ways of contacting us. You can just send an inquiry, or you can order straight away, and then we dispatch and get it to you pretty quickly. If you want branding, then we sort of have a conversation, and we can get mock-ups of branded. We've got a fantastic printer who is very inventive, so we've done for a few different things. So just through the website is the best thing.
That's fantastic, Pat. Thank you for your time. Really enjoyed chatting to you about pace of play and how this really small little device can help improve golf for everybody at their particular golf club or golf events. And we will certainly be putting all Pat and the Pop Timer team's contact details on the bottom of this slide. So if you check them out, go to their website, you'll be able to engage and look to get some Pop Timers at your golf club. So Pat, for today, thanks very much. And we'll look forward to seeing you soon on one of the GCMA channels.
Thanks very much, Darren. Thank you.